Good evening and welcome to the closing dinner of the 2017 ASU GSV Summit. My name is Patrick Brothers and I'm the CEO of Navitas Ventures. This year we're presenting Global Silicon Alley and a proud partner of the summit. I hope you all saw Navitas's global landscape of 5,000, soon 30,000 companies shaping the future of education and talent. But I'm sure you all watched many of the 7-minute pitches from over 300 companies who made up Global Silicon Alley this year. So without further ado, it's my privilege to announce this year's 3 winners. Stellar Employ, Wiser, and Mathspace.
Good evening, everyone. Well, I bet this isn't the first time you've heard about an adaptive math program, huh? So let's do this a little differently. I want you to think of an adaptive math program that you've seen before, whether it's Khan Academy or something else. And as you think about it, I'm going to guess that it falls within one of two basic paradigms. Either it's got a question that asks you to type the final answer, or it's multiple choice. So what's missing there, guys? What's missing is everything in between. How the student got the answer, their work, their reasoning process. And at Mathspace, we think math is more than just about getting the answer. So we've created a third paradigm. For the first time, students can show all their work for every step of every math question, and our technology grades every step as the student completes it, giving them immediate formative feedback throughout the problem-solving process. So we have combined the teacher's gradebook, the student's notebook, and a digital textbook in a single cloud-based app. So we know textbooks are outdated, and while hardware is being rolled out, the software for math is lagging, and multiple choice is just guessing games. It's not the best way to learn math. We know the best way to learn math is to have a one-on-one tutor sitting right next to you, but that's expensive, so that's where Mathspace comes in. So for the first time, students can show all their work and input it into Mathspace, and those on mobile devices can use their finger or stylus and simply input it, and our digital handwriting recognition digitizes their handwriting. Our Step Smart technology grades every step automatically, so we can flag incorrect steps right at the point of misconception, right during the flow of problem solving, and get students back on track with hints and suggestions. Teachers can easily assign and manage work and monitor this in real time. So we have a full digital curriculum on top of this groundbreaking technology for grades 3 through to pre-calculus. Over 8,000 video tutorials were available on all devices, all platforms, Windows tablets, Android smartphones, and we have the world's smartest adaptive learning platform. Why is that? Because we collect more data than any other program. We collect data at every step of every question. So we know more about students, and we can use that insight to give them a more personalized path through the curriculum. And we have all the gamification, widgets, and project-based learning that make this an all-in-one digital resource. And this has led us to be recognized as winners at BET, the Association of American Publishers, and sweeping all the awards at ISTE a couple of years ago. So our business model, we focus on 3 segments: K-12, higher education, and the consumer market. So in K-12, we continue to grow our traction in the US and in our home market of Australia. And earlier this year, we were adopted by Hong Kong as their only digital math program after an international tender. This is a big feather in our cap, because as you probably know, Hong Kong rates second behind Singapore for math scores. In higher education, we've partnered with Pearson and their flagship digital franchise, My Math Lab. So 5 million students in community colleges and higher ed now have access to Mathspace. Again, this is a huge vote of confidence in our team, in our technology, and our ability to execute large-scale partnerships. I want to tell you about our consumer model. Earlier this month, we announced a partnership with Australia's second largest bank, Westpac. And we announced that every student in Australia now has access to Mathspace for free. This is a huge deal. And Westpac announced this on the occasion of their 200th birthday as a gift to the nation. And together we want to start a national conversation about the importance of numeracy skills for Australian students. Now, on top of that, parents can buy our premium offering as a home tutor, and they pay $10 a week instead of $50 an hour. But here's the catch. If their child completes their 3 assignments per week, we refund the $10 right into their Westpac bank account. So it's free if you use it. You can see this is a hugely disruptive model for online and offline tutoring. We've created a financial incentive for parents and students to get better at math. So we're looking for strategic partners to help bring this consumer model to the US and internationally. We know the market's huge, and I always fixate on the smallest number on this slide. $20 is what it costs an Indian student to buy the Akash 2 tablet. So we know the world's moving to digital and moving to mobile. That's where we've built Mathspace. The team has shown over the last 7 years an ability to innovate and execute on really challenging problems across tech, engineering, content, sales, partnerships, and business models. So who's our biggest competitor? Is it A? Is it B? Is it C, D, E, F? Well, what they all have in common is this is how they ask their questions. Multiple choice guessing games. We all know multiple choice is not the best way to learn math, and it's completely inadequate as you get to the more rigorous middle and high school math. So our philosophy at Mathspace is simple. How you get your answer is more important than what the final answer is. Because how you get your answer, that's where the learning's happening. That's the reasoning process. So naturally, we think that's where you should get your feedback and not just at the end of the question. So to finish, we've been called the Holy Grail of math because we've solved 3 very difficult problems in a single program. First, the ability for students to show their work and get feedback throughout that process, no matter how they solve that problem. Secondly, handwriting recognition, creating a fluid, pencil and paper-like environment. And finally, the world's smartest adaptive learning engine, taking all of that data to really give precision pedagogy for every student. So I'd like to thank you here at Mathspace. We believe every student can excel at mathematics with the right help at the right time, and our mission is to be the right help at the right time for every student. Thank you very much.